everyone! Welcome back to Eyes on the Prize Spinner Wheel Writing Advice, where we spin the wheel and give some advice. So let's see what the wheel has for us today. Okay, so finding the main character's need. We've all probably heard the advice that a character most basically needs a want and a need. And sometimes finding the want's a little bit easier than finding the need. And when I first started writing, I would research how to find my character's need and not come up with much. All I would get is find the character's need. But even though there's not an exact science of finding out your character's need, here are a few tips to help you out. I would say that the first thing that you want to do is look up universal needs. And that is a list of all kinds of needs that everyone has. The desire for love, peace, safety, survival, acceptance, confidence, and like dozens more. There are literally so many of them, but not all of them will be best suited for your story. So after you do some research, there's something else that must come into play. Your character, your main character, and what they need. Not every universal need will suit your main character. And your main character shouldn't have every single universal need. But there's usually one or two that stand out among all the others that would best suit your character. And depending on your story, you may just want to focus all in on one. But in order to pick one that best suits your character, you need to know who your character is. And since you're trying to find out what they want and what they need, you might not have much on that character. But in order to find this, then I would say you at least need a personality. You don't need to have their exact name or their favorite color or what their favorite pizza topping is to start. You just need a personality or something to build upon. So have fun with it. Make them quirky, make them serious, make them the life of the party. It all depends on your story and what you're writing and what you want your main character to be. But the point of this is to just get a starting point so that you can build up a character around their personality and their wants and their needs. And the last thing that you have to consider is your theme. Now, if you already have a theme starting out that you want to work towards, then your main character's need might want to go along with that theme so that the story makes sense. And if you don't have a theme already picked out, maybe your MC's need will end up being the theme. And with that, you'll be on your way to making a complete, well-rounded character. So, to recap, research universal needs, find out what your character is like, and see how that can play into the theme. See you next time!